I'm Barb Meeple, PhD, and I'm an astronomer, as you probably know. And this week that I am releasing this video is Black Hole Week. So I thought I would do something a little different than my normal content, and instead of a top 3 board games of some sort, how about a top 3 black holes? So here we go with my top 3 favorite black holes. Number 3 is an isolated black hole that, from what I could tell, did not have a name, but it was discovered in our galaxy a few years ago. Actually, it was first observed in 2011, and then it took them another about 10 years to confirm that it was indeed a black hole. So here's the deal. Black holes are objects that light cannot escape from. Their surfaces have so much gravity that their escape velocity, you would have to throw something away from the surface faster than the speed of light in order for it to escape. But since light speed is the cosmic speed limit, they can't escape. So then that always begs the question, how do we see black holes? How do we know that they are there? And this one was found through a method called microlensing. What happens is black holes still have gravity, and so they can affect their environments. In this case, what happens is that black hole passed between us and a star that one of our telescopes happened to be looking at. And when it did that, it caused the light of that distant star, so star here, you're there, black holes passing between, it caused the light of that star to get warped in a way that was a telltale sign of an object moving in front of it. And from the warping, they were able to figure out the mass of this object is, I think, at least 7 times the mass of the sun, and the distance, it's about 5,000 light years away. And so for me, this is super cool, being able to find some of those lone black holes out there. Because usually the way you're finding a black hole is because it has a companion, or it's eating material that is lighting up the sky. And so finding some of these lone black holes that are super hard to find is really exciting to me. So that is my number 3 favorite black hole, that unnamed black hole just kind of floating through our galaxy. My number 2 favorite black hole has to be Sagittarius A star. This is the supermassive black hole that lies at the center of our galaxy. It is our closest supermassive black hole. It kind of anchors our galaxy. It probably grew up with our galaxy as we're learning more and more about how supermassive black holes formed. And it's just super cool to have one that close. Ours is not doing a lot actively, which is good, because that if it was actively eating a lot of material, it would also be putting off a lot of radiation that could be bad for parts of the galaxy. But every once in a while, it does some things. We found some evidence of these bubbles of gas that were probably ejected from the region around that black hole many years ago. And the other really cool thing is that there has been a campaign to monitor stars orbiting that black hole. And in fact, those orbits have helped us determine that, one, there is a black hole there, and figure out its mass at about 4 million times the mass of our sun. And so for me, it's really cool that we can study this supermassive black hole that is so close to us, that it helps us understand processes that might be at work in other galaxies like ours. And well, it's nice to know that we have one in our neighborhood. So that is my number 2 Sagittarius A star. And my number 1 favorite black hole has to be Cygnus X1. This is the first commonly accepted black hole candidate that was out there. So this was first observed from a sounding rocket that was launched to detect cosmic X-rays. And it saw this source in the constellation Cygnus that had X-rays. And the most likely explanation turned out to be that it was a system that had a black hole in it. Now, what we think is going on is that this is a system where there is a blue giant, supergiant star, and it has a black hole companion. And that blue supergiant is constantly putting off a stellar wind. Like our star has a stellar wind, but it's kind of gentle compared to what would be next to something like a supergiant. And as it's, pushing out that wind, some of that stuff gets pulled in by its companion black hole. And as you accelerate matter toward that black hole, it heats up and it can give off X-rays. And so we're seeing the X-ray signal of stuff getting pulled onto that companion, which is now widely accepted to be a black hole because it has too much mass to be something else. It's too big to be a neutron star or anything smaller than that. And it doesn't emit its own light. And so for me, it's really cool to kind of celebrate that first known black hole source. And that would be Cygnus X1. So I don't know if anyone out there has their own favorite black holes. If you do, leave it in the comments below. Or maybe there are some games out there that you like playing that feature black holes. There aren't many that I have found, so I would love to hear about your favorites in the comments so I can go check those out. Otherwise, I will be back again with maybe a more traditional gaming video next time. In the meantime, you can follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky as MeeplePhD. I have a blog at meeplephd.com, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so you know when new videos come out. We'll see you next time.